Welcome to Space Socket. A 26-year-old woman says she hates working for her boyfriend. Kevin Samuels goes off and checks her. Let's dive in.
Hello. I'm sorry. Let me put the lid on. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. First of all, I'm sorry for
How
my
old are
appearance.
you?
I was in
How
bed.
old are you? How old are you?
I'm 26.
All right. You need to turn the volume down or something because we're getting feedback.
Can you hear me? Good. No?
Yeah, and sometimes, I don't know. How are you? Say something again.
Hi. How are
There
you?
we go. So what do you got for me?
Okay. So, my question, I guess, is kind of similar to I've been on here from the beginning.
Okay.
My question is kind of similar to the young lady that was adopted. Um, I'm basically just looking for advice. First of all, I just want to jump in front of your question and just say that I love my mother. She was married to my father for majority of my life before I was born. But I love her, but she didn't teach me much. So I just wanted to jump in front of that question, and
Okay.
I just wanted to say that the things that I know is just what
You're looking
basically.
for advice on what area?
Yes, yes, I am looking for advice, and things that I know are basically just what I observed from her. Just basically getting and keeping a man. What do you suggest?
Well, keeping a man for what?
Um, for I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to die lonely.
Okay.
And when I'm old, I want to have my partner take care of me.
Do you have any children?
I do not.
Okay. So one of the big issues right now is we don't have any gender. We don't have roles. We don't have roles. So, what do you think a man's role is?
To provide and protect his family.
Okay, what does that look like?
Um, well, I look at my dad. He basically provided for us, my sisters.
Does your
And
mother work?
she did work, yes.
So, what does provide mean? What does it look like? I mean, does
Well,
it?
well, he was the breadwinner of the family, and we're able to, keep the life that we have now because of all of his investments and the things that he made in order
So,
to,
what's a woman's role?
well, looking at my mother, she was basically she cooked, she cleaned, she was there for him mentally. She helped groom him. Like
Okay.
that's
So, when you ask your mom, what should I do for my husband when I get married? What'd she say?
she doesn't have the best advice. She basically just tells me to worry about myself, and to
Wow.
yeah.
This is guys. I
That's
can't.
why that's why
Like
I
I said,
jumped
you
in front
guys
of the
can't. Hold on. Hold on.
question.
I want. This is why I'm saying to my critics and detractors. They think I'm talking, and the fact of the matter is, so many women who have good lives teach their daughters, worry about yourself when they would not want to be out here doing it. Okay. Let's start with the basics. When was your last relationship?
It ended in 2019.
Okay. How long did that last?
It was 3 years.
And how old was he?
We were the same age.
Well, do you want children?
I do not.
Okay, why not?
Um, well, one, I don't think that I'm mentally or financially prepared for children. I don't think that I just I just I'm not ready for it. If let's just say that I'm not ready for children.
Well, unfortunately, one of the major reasons a man decides to marry a woman is for legacy.
Okay.
And a woman who doesn't want children generally doesn't want children for selfish reasons. That's a big red flag.
Okay.
Men don't want selfish women, and modern women are extremely selfish and entitled. Um, so we already got a problem. You don't want kids because they'll impact your life and your comfort.
And
So
also that, yes, that, and also I've been taught to not have children, not be in a rush to have children. So I'm not in a rush to have children.
taught by your mother.
My mother, yeah.
How was she when she had you?
Uh, I mean, I don't know. She had 3 kids, all under the age of 25.
Right. All her kids are under the age of 25. But she's teaching you to do opposite of what she did. But yeah, do you think she will want to have her ass out here as a single woman?
No,
So do everything with your mother. Do everything your mother's telling you to do. Do the opposite.
I know. That's why.
But my point is, but the point is, a man who wants a woman wants a man goes out. A man has to go out here and protect and provide, right? So men do not come with value. Men must go make themselves valuable. Women must maintain value. The way you maintain value is with your looks, your body, and your chastity. Don't be out here just doing dicks. Don't get out here and have babies. Keep your body count low. Keep your mind clear so you still have the ability to emote, be vulnerable, and mentally connect. Right now, I'm talking to a woman who seems anxious, pensive, scared, which would be emotionally closed off. The relationships aren't like a kid on Christmas morning. It's much more like a visit to the dentist to get a root canal. Men don't want women like that because women like that are a burden. A woman is supposed to be a joyful spot in your life, not another goddamn bill. So, a man goes out and makes himself the best version of himself, gets on his purpose, he turns around and he has a job opening for a woman. Do you have a job?
I do.
Every job opening has a job description. And a man goes and looking for a woman to fill a job description. And the job description is I do more than suck and I do more than sex him. And if you can't fill the job description, he needs to go on to somebody else.
That I know.
You want a man, but you sound like you want a man for your selfish reasons. What do you do? And that's my point. I want women to start understanding you are to do for your man. You are to give your man without expectation.
That I know, because definitely one thing that I've observed from my mom, because like I said, she didn't really like verbally teach anything. One thing that I have observed from my mother is she does a lot for my dad.
Yeah,
Um,
but your mother is also. Does your father know your mother says these kind of things?
yeah.
Don't worry about yourself. Don't be rushing out there to have kids and all sorts of stuff. And he
Yeah.
co-signs that.
I mean, my dad is a very quiet guy. He's a
But he
man of
co-
like,
so I'm gonna tell you. I don't know. I don't. No. A woman should not be polluting a man's children with this bullshit. Your mother is polluting your head, his legacy, with her bullshit. And this is what happens with far too many of us black men. We take a back seat to a domineering woman instead of telling her to shut the fuck up. I went out here and made myself something, and I want my daughter to get out here and have a husband and bring home some grandbabies so we can have some legacy instead of you putting your mental bile on my kids. I mean, think about what I'm saying.
makes sense.
A man goes out here and the woman sits back saying, don't get out here and worry about having. I mean, it's almost like she's telling you, she's undermining everything he's doing.
Well, I guess she just tells me like not to be in a rush, basically.
What does
And
that
and
mean?
and 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 I and
You're
I would say
26. How do you?
26.
So in a rush. So by what age does she think? If your mother told you by what age should you consider
She
marriage?
would say 30.
Ma'am, you're a dumbass. Stop telling your kids this stuff. 30 is old for marriage. There's a video on my Instagram right now where I told a woman that to her face, and her daughter's in the background. Ma'am, biologically, 30 is old for children. I mean, for marriage. See, Unfortunately, your mother, like so many other women, in this case, black mothers, oh my God, I don't want to say that.
You could say it. I could take it.
I don't want to say it because I don't want to, it's going to get chopped and screwed, but I'm listening to all these women who are sabotaging their daughters. One woman who was married and says stays at home with 3 adopted kids, and she telling her kids nothing. And your mother is sabotaging your success. Don't rush out and do this and do that. You ask your mother, all this stuff you're telling me, would you, if you could do that, would you want to be a single woman out here dating?
Absolutely not.
Then don't listen to this shit.
That's why I'm
Do
calling
you
for
live in the
your
same
advice.
city? Do you live in the same city with your mom?
I do. We're neighbors.
Oh no, that's part of the problem. You need to get away.
I
That's
mean, we
why
live in the same building, but she lives
these
on the other
toxic,
side.
these toxic mothers. Um, so many mothers are creating mother wounds in their daughters. Mother wounds in their daughters, to where so many daughters are walking
What do
around
you
like
mean? What do you mean when you say mother wounds?
mother wounds. I will tell you what I mean by mother wounds because I'm a new sister daughter again. Mother wounds. Um, hold their emotional baggage. Do you feel like it's your job to make your mom feel better?
No,
Okay, good. Do you often have to listen to her problems?
no, we don't do that.
Cool. Do you have to agree with her opinions?
Absolutely not.
Cool. Well, mother wounds are the sense that mom is right. We really can't question mom. We got to be perfect. Um, even we know mom is doing something that doesn't line up right, and it's typically a lot of times it's more pronounced when the mother doesn't have a man. I mean, it's almost like what your mother's telling you flies in the face of everything she has. So um, there's no reason to argue with your mom. But I'm just going to tell
I
you,
don't.
it's not natural for a woman to, it goes against your biological imperative to not want to reproduce. There's some fear there.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
lot
so
of
they need
fear
this
there.
fears. And again, toxic mothers make fearful daughters. You know what? That's going to be the show tomorrow night. Fearful daughters. That is what modern mothers are doing. They are making fearful daughters. You guys walk out in your home, out in the world, fear, scarcity, and lack, and you live life in anxiety and stress.
Yeah.
So when you sit back to where you don't want to grow up and step into adulthood because it's like nothing I've been told about being a woman, fully fledged woman or a mother or anything has not been made to look appealing. It's all negative.
Yeah. Sounds like
Fearful.
my life.
Yep. That's tomorrow night's broadcast. Fearful daughters. All right. Tune into YouTube tomorrow.
Thank you.
Let's look at this clearly. A 26-year-old saying she hates working for her boyfriend raises a bigger question. What kind of dynamic did you agree to in the first place? Because working with your partner and working for your partner are two very different situations, and that distinction matters. This is where Kevin Samuels would step in and challenge the mindset. Because if you willingly entered a setup where your partner leads a business or structure you're part of, then frustration without accountability doesn't solve anything. It just exposes a lack of clarity and alignment from the start. The real issue here is boundaries and expectations. Mixing relationships and work requires maturity, communication, and clearly defined roles. Without that, emotions start interfering with responsibilities, and what should be a partnership turns into resentment. Now, if she feels controlled, undervalued, or stuck, that's a different conversation. But simply hating the situation without addressing how it was created doesn't fix the problem. Because at some point, you agreed to it, participated in it, and stayed in it.